So Becky, we went recently with several women from married communities to see the Matter of Life documentary. And what did you think of it, your general impressions?
I think the one thing that hit me the hardest was that the amount of things that I didn't know or that I was misinformed about. I also was very affected by the people who had worked in the pro-choice arena.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor, the nurse who had been there, performed abortions. Yet at the end it was like, oh my gosh, what have I done?
Mm-hmm.
And just the rawness of some of that, but also the fact that it was done in a way that was very concise, just the truth laid out, and it was done with great compassion.
Mm-hmm. There were a lot of stories people
Mm-hmm.
shared that were very powerful. I think just hearing those stories, and they were all put together so well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it wasn't sensationalistic.
No.
No.
And the young woman who was pregnant due to rape,
Mm-hmm.
and the things that she went through and the choices that she made, that was a powerful message for life itself.
Yeah. And I loved in the film how they had about, we don't want to be like the Pharisees judging, but we don't, we want to be like Jesus and say we're here for you.
Right.
So I thought that was very powerful for me too. One thing I was so impressed by that really stuck with me is that there was one gentleman whose name I don't remember, but he said, we're not anti-woman. This is the question. Is this a life?
Yes.
That's the question. It's
Yes.
not, it's not, are we anti-woman or is it your body? Is this a life? That's really what it comes down to.
Exactly. And the fact that where does that life begin? That life begins at conception.
And I also just found that it was so logical in the way the film developed and took steps in explaining all these different issues that surround it.
And it didn't bring politics in.
No.
Which I was very grateful
Yeah.
for. It laid out the truth very concisely,
Mm-hmm.
and carried that through the whole film. And it came down to that one thing that you said.
Why do you think it's important for people to see this film? What would benefit a person to go and see this?
I believe that seeing this film allows you to be able to have some words to speak to others about the pro-life movement. I believe that it gives you firm, concise information that you can use in your discussions with other people. For parents, it's important for them to decide the age of their children, but I think teenagers especially, in adolescence, where they're being affected by this choice of sexuality and being able to know exactly what's out there and to help them.
So get your ticket, go see the film.
Yes, I'll be there.